Last Bastion for sure. Purchasing it was a great idea. Koof censorship was some of the worst I've ever seen, and it went on for far too long. That... Well, it's huge how... It's huge how many of these companies violated the First Amendment and got away with it back then. It really, really is. Because they were silencing people who disagreed with the overall agenda all throughout Biden's administration. Like, he's the most, like, anti-First Amendment president to ever exist. Or at least it was a backpedal. I heard BF6 was actually good. It is, Parent. I absolutely love it. I will promote Battlefield 6 whenever I can. I'm hoping that I can be one of the first VTubers to actually be sponsored by EA for an event for Battlefield. Because I'm actually not a bad player. I'm a top 20% player. Apparently there's 1,300 Digimons. Holy sweet. Okay. Well, that kind of fits Kirsche being into it because she's big-brained as fuck. Okay. Wow, I am not killing anybody. Why did it put all of the players on one team? I fail to understand why it did that. Cody, I think I'ma join you using AI just to rage. Oh, Cruz, what's up, bud? AI just to rage bait Twitter artists purely for memes. Hey, that's why I do it. Because it pisses them off. Notice how my model mom and my rigger dad don't have a problem with me using AI, but every other artist who's a dick, unlike them, has an issue with it. Rigger dad. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. You got a model mom and you got a model dad, dude. Loki rigged my awesome pretty awesome for the hell of a discount he gave me, actually. Gotta love riggers. Well, when they're not freaking, you know, these toxified little pieces of shit, then yes. I've been skeptical about AI because of the possible social ramifications, but if it makes the right people mad, why not? That's why I do it. I don't just do it because Leaflet has good ideas with it, I do it because I intentionally want to piss them off. Oh my god, I so fucked that up. We don't want no riggers in here. Loki, we still love you, buddy. Or at least I do. I would not even have half the success that I have without you.
You're exiting the combat zone. Turn back now.
I couldn't hold a straight face. What? Maybe AI girlfriends aren't so bad? No, get an actual girlfriend, Parrot. Lord almighty, dude. Don't do that crap, dude. It's so unhealthy for your brain to do that. We're men. We're meant to do Neanderthal stuff. It's what we do. Shoot guns, play violent video games, watch anime, booba, fuck hot chicks. That's what we're meant to do. That's what God literally put us on this world to do. And defeat evil. I forgot about that. Because women can't properly defeat evil because they just don't have it in them to do it. Neanderthal stuff. Exactly! My ribs!
You're leaving the battlefield. Return to combat.
Oh, dang. That guy is just camping back there. Armor Core 6 maxing by having a hot voice call you stud muffin while you're committing war crimes. Hey, bro, whatever works, man. If I had Megalodon VT's voice on comms while I was in some of my gunfights, do you realize how successful I would have been on deployment? Because I hate to tell you guys this, she's got one of the best voices in all of VTuber. Even though I don't have a crush on her anymore, she's still one of the best. She helps this angry little veteran get some sleep at night. Oh my god. Oh, that hurts so bad. Yeah, I think that we're gonna have to put a longer barrel on this thing when I die next. Muzzle velocity just is not there. Darn, I can't even avoid this about women in AI space. Kirsche, best voice. Sadly, you can't fight me. Tragic. Bro. Alright, I'll give it to you. Kirsche does have a good Boston accent. She really, really does. She sounds like a very, very attractive woman. But I'm sorry, I got an Asian fried rice thing going on in my life. Powder's a cool chick, too. Too bad she's too fucking white for me to even be having a crush on her, bro. She's like Starbucks white girl white, which is bad. I don't know, I don't understand with Powder how she can be so white-coated, but be so smart at the same time. Powder is confusing to me. Like, I don't know how to feel when I watch her. I'm like, yeah, I like Starbucks, but all these little girls are stupid. And then I just look at myself and go, this woman just makes no sense. She's a fucking amoeba. I don't get how she thinks. I feel that I used to like Menace Mugi, but she started some questionable ASMR stuff, so I unfollowed. The Boston Fox Ghoul. Hey, Kirsch's awesome at what she does, bro. Big tits and intelligence. That's Kirsche in a nutshell. Starbucks turns you gay, women are inherently gay, and that's why they're immune to the Starbucks. Oh, Powder, that was calling you out so hard. According to Tectone, Kirsche is an overweight black woman. That obviously doesn't matter to me for various reasons. Kirsche's not an overweight black woman, I can tell you that right now. Tectone, you got it wrong, bud. Eggman is wrong. I know for a fact that she's a hot Boston woman. You can't have that much intelligence, dude, and be ugly as fuck. That just does not work. Normally, when it comes to women, bro, if you're intelligent, you're hot. And you can't tell me any different. Out of the base 4 void tubers, I prefer Leaflet. Love my flat Asian hags. Leaflet's not bad either. She's not a bad chick at all. She would be the ideal wife, actually, for somebody out there. She's just not my kind of Asian. Kirsche can crush my skull with her thighs. I am down for going to Valhalla that way. Damn, bro. Damn, you thirsty, bro. You starving. You're starving. Leaflet is definitely straight. I confirmed that on accident. Really? Actually, I shouldn't take the credit for that. I will say I hope her ex-husband is suffering. Wait, who's ex-husband? I thought we were talking about Leaflet there for a minute. Yeah, we are talking about Leaflet. Her ex, she had an ex-husband? That dude's a fucking idiot. I didn't even know that about her. I just saw a nerdy Asian woman behind VTuber, and I have subscribed to her literally on every platform. That's what I saw. I like the more wifey Asian, not the businesswoman Asian, which is what Leaf is. She went into her backstory one stream. It was rough. Well, that dude's a fucking idiot and deserves to have his balls cut off. I thought Leaflet was a femcel for her entire life, but I don't know her entire backstory. Every time that like I've had like a really like big collab, like the one with Celeste, like people downloaded me on her backstory the moment that it became official that we were doing it. And then, you know, after Leaflet first stopped by my stream and raided me the first time, everybody gave me the backstory there, and I kind of ignored it. Cause that's like depressing shit, bro. You don't start a relationship off on a negative foot. Basically, with all of that, dude, I wait for my mutes to tell me what they want to tell me. And that's kind of the way, because I don't want people to go into a collab already judging me before they collab with me, and they don't even know me and who I am. If you're gonna listen to the internet on who you collab with, you're literally not making up your mind. Leaf is definitely more business-oriented these days. I started following her because of what she said about purpose. Well, yeah, she's absolutely right. Yeah, divorce is sadly common. Blame boomers with their I hate my wife humor. I don't think that it's boomers. I think that boomers had a shit ton of kids, and they didn't teach their kids what real love is. Unlike what my parents did with me and my two little sisters. Believe it or not, in my first divorce, guys, my mom was actually pretty pissed off about that one. She wasn't pissed off about the second divorce at all, because if Christy ever comes up to my mom ever again, I think that my mom will just like Korean karate chop her in half. 10 years of doing nothing because of what happened to her, then Asari guided her back to streaming. Well, her mom's also pretty dope, too. She's got a pretty dope mom. Yeah, we're getting out of the bot lobbies, guys. They're boring. And I need to go get gamer juice, so I need to put you guys on the BRB screen after this game anyway. Now I'm learning more about Cody, because I thought you just went through that one divorce with your cheating ex. No, I've been divorced twice. I got divorced during that 6 months that I got out the army and then went back in. I was married throughout my whole entire first 4-year contract of being in the military. Heather, you were an amazing wife, but the military life just did not agree with you. You were an absolutely amazing wife, and she couldn't take the military time. She couldn't take the military job, and then when I told her that I was going back in, she was just like, I can't do it. I can't take a husband going on another deployment, and I was like, okay. That is how you feel about it. I'm gonna let that one ride. Which is why they put all those pictures of 0 assets separated. Because quite literally... You what? I mean, I'm going through my second divorce right now. My first wife sleeping with my old NCO. While I had just gotten to South Korea, second wife. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, military is rough on marriage on its own. Oh no? You what? Yeah, I got out of my first 4-year contract, guys, and then took 6 months off. I realized how bad the civilian world was, and then I just came home one day and I was like, hey babe, I love the hell out of you, and I know that you told me to stay away from the military, but civilian life sucks. I can't stand being out here. I have to go back to the military or I'm going to lose my mind. And Heather, I hope the best for her, but she did not take that well. And we we didn't go through court to get divorced. We straight up just got it annulled and went our separate ways. She didn't take anything that was in my name. She didn't bash me. She didn't go around doing the whole entire femboss thing. We loved each other. She just couldn't take me going back into the infantry again. And it completely shattered her that I came home that day wanting to go back into the infantry. I've been a cell all my life, bro. Y'all stories scare me from trying, damn. Cruz, you can't be afraid of it, dude. Some of the best things in life come from risk, bro. I've always wondered if there's some sort of acclimation curse, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, Parrot, there is an acclimation thing. You think that I was in sound mind when I first got out of the military and the back end of COVID? No. There were no jobs. I couldn't go back to the military because I was medically retired. So I had to literally force myself to adapt to you guys. Not because I wanted to, but because the military told me to. If I could go back to the military right now and be back in the infantry, I most likely would. And I don't care if it kills me. I would go back to the infantry in a heartbeat, but the Army said no. And once the Army says no to you, all the other branches are going to say no to you. That's just how it works. You've got to be insane to marry a second time. Well, my first marriage wasn't that bad, Rune. My first marriage was awesome. The whole entire reason why I got out of the military during the first 4 years is because my wife wanted me to, because she had a rough time dealing with my first deployment. First marriage was not bad at all. You know, we had our atypical thing of, you know, that every marriage has. You know, Army pretty much takes everyone else that the other branches won't. Exactly. So if the Army says no to you because of medical, there's not another branch that's going to take you. I tried to re-enlist into the reserves, bro, like right when COVID was over, and even the reserves said no to me. Oh wow, honestly, late 2019, I was watching COVID was occurring in China. I knew it would get worse, come over here, and sure enough, there were signs in February 2020. Well, yeah, that's because the government didn't react fast enough to China. I've been paying attention to the dating scene for my kids. The current pool is like 94% shit. Good luck with that, Rune. I withdrew from college. I had to pay them back, but they later paid me back. Well, that's how it should work. There should be no takesy backsies for college. That's retarded. It's an education system. I gave my military benefit, my college benefits, I gave them to my little brother, and my little brother used it, and now he's some bigwig in advertisement out in Chicago. So it was put to use a lot better through him than it was through me, because I will never go to college. Never, ever, ever will I go to college. Ever. But I literally wrote COVID-19 is coming, and no, it's going to hit us very soon, and the reason why... Well, that doesn't matter, dude. That's that's problems that the government needs to be focused on and needs to be good at. Because when they're not good, look at what happened for almost 2.5 years. There were billions of dollars lost in the private business sector just because COVID happened. Billions! Hundreds of billions of dollars! We literally went another $2 trillion in debt because of COVID by itself. The government needs to be good at solving problems like that, not babysitting us humans on what freedoms we have, which seems to be a very, 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 very big problem right now in DC. DC wants to babysit us so that we don't hurt their fifis. I say fuck that, do your job, which the taxpayers pay you to do, and let me have my freedom the way that the Constitution wrote it. Fuck you. That's what I say.